Apple, Google, Microsoft, some of the biggest tech giants on the planet. But they're not just in Silicon Valley. They're all setting up in Ireland. Why would billion-dollar companies flock to a small country with just 5 million people? It's not just low taxes or business-friendly policies. There's something bigger at play, something most people don't realize. Stay till the end to find out what's really driving this tech takeover. A few decades ago, Ireland was struggling. Jobs were scarce, businesses were leaving, and the economy was on shaky ground. But then, a bold decision changed everything. In the 1980s, the Irish government took a risk. Corporate tax rates were slashed to 12.5%, one of the lowest in Europe. Foreign companies were offered generous incentives, and suddenly, big names like Intel and Microsoft started paying attention. They didn't just bring jobs, they transformed the entire economy. Then came the Celtic Tiger boom in the 1990s and early 2000s. Ireland's economy exploded with rapid growth, modern infrastructure, and a highly skilled workforce. Tech companies saw something special, an English-speaking gateway to the European Union, with a stable government and business-friendly policies. Before long, global giants weren't just opening offices, they were moving headquarters. Dublin's Silicon Docks became the European home for Apple, Google, Facebook, and dozens of others. What started as a small tax incentive turned Ireland into one of the biggest tech hubs in the world. But tax breaks alone don't explain why these companies are still staying and pouring billions into Ireland. There's another reason, and it's even more powerful. For decades, global companies have searched for ways to cut their tax bills, and Ireland gave them the perfect opportunity. With a 12.5% corporate tax rate, one of the lowest in Europe, it became an irresistible destination for the biggest names in tech. But that wasn't the only reason companies rushed in. A loophole known as the Double Irish allowed corporations to legally shift profits through Ireland to tax havens, saving billions. Apple once parked over $100 billion offshore using this strategy. Google, Facebook, and Microsoft used similar methods, reducing their tax rates to single digits. For years, it was one of the most powerful tax strategies in the world. Pressure from the US and EU forced Ireland to shut it down in 2020. Many expected tech giants to pull out, but they didn't. The reason? Ireland still offers stability, access to the European market, and a highly skilled workforce. Companies now invest in AI, cloud computing, and data centers, keeping Ireland at the heart of global tech. Tax benefits may have started the trend, but today it's much more than that. The question is, will Ireland hold on to this advantage, or will another country take its place? For the world's biggest tech companies, setting up in Ireland isn't just about taxes, it's about being at the center of global business. As a member of the European Union, Ireland gives companies direct access to a market of 450 million people. No trade barriers, no extra tariffs, just a smooth entry into one of the largest economies on the planet. For U.S. tech giants, this makes Ireland the perfect base to operate across Europe while keeping their headquarters in an English-speaking country. But access isn't enough. Companies need skilled workers to grow, and Ireland delivers. Decades of investment in education and technology have built a workforce trained in software development, AI, and cybersecurity. Global firms don't just find employees, they find some of the best talent in the world. Dublin's Silicon Docks has become the beating heart of this tech revolution. Google, Meta, Microsoft, and countless startups operate from gleaming glass towers, making it one of the most concentrated tech hubs outside the U.S. Ireland started as a financial shortcut for corporations, but now it's an innovation powerhouse. The question is, how long can it hold this position before another country rises to challenge it? Ireland has become a global tech powerhouse, but the question now is, can it stay on top? With changing tax laws and rising competition, the future is uncertain. For decades, the slight 12.5% corporate tax rate helped attract companies like Apple, Google, and Microsoft. But with a new 15% global minimum tax, the financial advantage is shrinking. Some fear that without this edge, companies may shift operations to other countries offering better incentives. The Irish government knows the risks and is taking action. Instead of relying on tax breaks, it's investing heavily in artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, and cloud computing to make Ireland a leader in future technologies. Billions are being funneled into tech education, research centers, and infrastructure, ensuring companies find more than just a tax-friendly environment. Another factor working in Ireland's favor is its talented workforce and EU access. Companies need skilled engineers, and Ireland continues to produce some of the best. Even with tax changes, it remains an attractive hub for innovation and expansion. Some predict Ireland will adapt and thrive, while others warn that competitors competitors like the Portugal and the Netherlands are gaining ground. The next few years will decide if Ireland stays a tech leader or if another country takes its place. Ireland became a tech giant with low taxes, EU access, and top talent. But with new tax rules and rising competition, its future is uncertain. Will it stay on top, or will another country take its place? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe.